Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is our match preview for Man City first Tottenham in the Premier League. Yes, it's been a lovely 2 weeks off. Yes, I've not thought about football. I've not watched, and it's been fantastic. But we're back, and oh dear, it's not getting much better, is it? Hit like, hit subscribe. Let's jump into it. So without further ado, like I said, let's not mess around. Let's just get into it. I mean, nothing's really changed since the international break. Since before it, we're on a 4-game losing streak. We're having an absolute disaster. And you just can't see where the next one is coming from. And yet we get more injuries. Our two best players this season for me have been Kovacic and Guardiola. And now we've here Kovacic got injured on international duty and is out for a month. Unbelievable. England called up and injured Jack Grealish. That helps us massively. We've got issues absolutely everywhere. So, we still got Aki out, Stones out. And Akanji out. So we've got issues in defence. We've got issues in midfield because now we've got no natural CDM. We've got problems. And we're playing a Tottenham team who, let's be honest, even when we're at full strength, are capable of doing us absolute damage because they don't care about defending. They just try and score goals. And everyone knows that you get a chance against us, you're going to take it. So that's what we're facing right now. We're facing a tough game, and it doesn't get any easier after this because we've got Liverpool twice in the next 3 games. So look, Tottenham, what are we going to have to do? Well, we're going to have to try somehow to keep a clean sheet because you just don't see where our goals are coming from either. We got Haaland, who did score before the international break, but he's not been on great form. The team in general are not creating many chances. We're struggling to create anything against teams sitting back really deep on the edge of their own box. We're struggling to create clear opportunities, and we're doing that because we're pushing so far up and we've got no one left to absolutely defend for us. When teams are breaking on us, they're getting 3-on-1 situations, they're getting 4-on-1, 4-on-2 time and time again. And some of these games, you look at the Southampton game, they probably should have got something out of that. You look at the Sporting game where we got smashed 4-1, it could have been much, much worse. You look at Brighton, that could have been worse as well. I mean, we dominated that game for so long, and they get one chance and score. They get a second chance immediately after and score. But Bournemouth as well, but the Bournemouth game, that they beat us, was a 2-1 as well, but they could have beat us by 4 or 5 in the end. So look, let's not kid ourselves. We're not in great form. We're not playing well at all. And we've got injuries all over the ball. We've got to do better all over the pitch. We don't compete in the second half. I mean, first half, we started last couple of games okay-ish. We started dominating, doing our usual selves despite the injuries, despite the absences. But then you look at the second half, we stopped competing, we stopped running, we look knackered. Even the substitutes, when they come on, that Brighton game, we made substitutions. We brought De Bruyne on and we brought whoever else on, I can't remember off the top of my head. But we looked worse when the subs came on. We looked even more tired somehow when they came on, and we created even less. So look, there's so many things to have. There's so many things we need to improve, and I just don't see it getting better, particularly right after this. I thought we'd have more players back. I thought, trying to avoid injuries, and that's not happened. Like I said, with Kovacic being out, he's going to be a huge loss because I actually think he's been our best player this season. And I don't know the answers right now. I don't know who Pep plays. And like I said, it doesn't really matter because even if we're at full strength, Tottenham are capable of hurting us. They score goals for fun, and they don't really care about clean sheets. And the kind of game it's going to be horrible. It's going to be end-to-end, and I feel like we're not going to have much control in it. And for me, Pep has to start sitting back. He can't just keep pushing his team up to the halfway line or even beyond it. He can't keep doing it. He's got to sit back in his own half a little bit. He's got to invite teams onto us, let them try and break us down, which I'm sure they'll do because we're crap at defending. But we've got to sit back and we've got to try and hit these teams on the break, and we've got to try and conserve some of the energy and going into that second half because we just don't look fit enough to be able to do it. So fingers crossed we can do that. But away from Tottenham, the good news, of course, if you think it's good news, is Pep Guardiola has signed a new contract. He's not going anywhere. He has said for a while that if we get relegated or anything like that, he's going to stay with the team and he's going to get us up from the non-league, because everyone keeps pushing him about getting relegated. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's absurd, but he's staying for an extra year, and that will take his contract to 10 years, which is unbelievable. Who would have thought 10 years ago would have had Guardiola for a decade? Not me. I don't think anyone would have said that. So look, it's a big coup for us getting him to resign, and I think he's been reinvigorated a little bit. He said himself the last few games where we keep getting beat, it's kind of made him angry. It's kind of made him want to stay on, and that him leaving now would have been a bad timing, and it probably would have been, especially with his mate going as well. from the sporting directing role. So yeah, this is big for us. And it gives us a bit of stability. And hopefully the players now, like who are coming out of contracts or who are trying to renew contracts with, like Haaland, we'll see the Guardiola staying and sign new contracts as well. Fingers crossed. But wow, we're in a mess. We're in an absolute mess, and I'm hoping Pep can fix it. It's got to start on Saturday. Big game, tough game. We'll also see Rodri before kickoff. That's going to be exciting as well. I'm going to get there early to see that with him with the Ballon d'Or. But yeah, it's going to be a big, big one. See you all at the game. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for checking it out. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe. It's been a nice 2 weeks off. And now the horrible winter comes. And, well, the December's coming. And I think it's about to get much, much worse for us because I still can't see where our next win is coming from. I can't even see us getting a point. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.